It's Lalita Devi, and this is a video on a planet you love, and that's Mercury. And some people love to hate Mercury because Mercury rules your business, it rules your communication, how you talk to others. Even in your relationship without a strong Mercury, you'll end up saying the wrong thing. So Mercury rules our speech and our writing and everything from our business to our marketing plan or public relations campaign. So all those things need to be strengthened if you want to stay in business, if you want to be effective in your speech and in your writing. So imagine an email that comes to you from a certain company, and if you don't like the email, that company missed an opportunity. So how do you strengthen these tools? First of all, you can learn about Mercury and how to connect with this energy which is very fast, very light, and in fact, Mercury rules Gemini, the sign of ideas, business and marketing, public relations. So the angle you choose in your writing comes from Gemini, a very light-hearted energy. It has to be a connecting energy for you to talk effectively to others. So because we have already said that, let's talk about Virgo. Virgo is the other sign of Mercury, and it's all about details, going deeply into an idea. See what works, what may not work, visualize the pros and cons. So that's an intelligence that Mercury has, and that's why Mercury becomes exalted in Virgo. So you want to strengthen Mercury. In a nutshell, you can say the Vedic sounds for Mercury, and they are Om, Budhaya, Namaha. These Sanskrit sounds put you in touch with the best of Mercury, and it's a frequency that vibrates at the frequency of the color green. So you can wear green, and gems would be can be jade, a green inexpensive stone, or also an emerald. You can connect with the energy of Mercury much better. And you can also talk to this planet on Wednesdays, and believe me, they are conscious planets. I do believe that strongly. It's also written all over the Vedas that planets are conscious beings. They are humanoids. So apparently Mercury can listen to you and help you with your ideas, how to express them better. There is also a very powerful being whose name is Vishnu, and you can call on Vishnu by reciting the traditional Vedic sounds Om, Namo, Narayanaya. Narayana is an aspect of Vishnu. So that's in a nutshell what you can do, but there's a lot more you can do to strengthen your Mercury, especially if you're starting a new business. So for your startup, for example, you can sponsor a ritual, a fire ritual to Mercury and Vishnu. And also you can go to the program Fix Your Planets, and that's a fantastic tool that I recommend to anyone, because we all have pros and cons in our birth charts, which is our blueprint and of our destiny and how effective we are in our lives and for reaching our goals. So I hope this helps you in getting what you want and getting support from the planets. And because Mercury is a very important planet, you want it strong, as we said, but also try to avoid Mercury retrograde periods. They're not very long, and that will be an extra tool. So don't make your biggest investments, don't start a big business, or don't send out your resume during a Mercury retrograde. And the next video, in fact, will be all about Mercury retrograde. So I hope you enjoyed this and it's useful to you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.